Hello everyone, welcome back. Today I would like to talk about creating depth and distance in landscape. One of the biggest challenge for landscape artists is turning a flat sheet of paper into a scene that feels deep and realistic. We want viewer to feel that they can walk into the painting and explore the world we have created. The good news is that creating depth is not as difficult as it seems. By understanding a few simple principles, we can make our landscape look more natural and playable. The first principle is to think about the landscape in three parts: the foreground, the middle ground, and the background. The foreground is the area closest to the viewer. The middle ground connects the front and the back of the painting. The background is the far area, usually containing distant hills, mountains, or the sky. When these three areas work together, a painting begins to feel and alive. The second principle is value. In watercolor, value means how light or dark a color appears. Objects that are closer to us usually have stronger contrast and darker value. Objects that are far away often appear light and soft. For example, trees in the foreground may have deep shadows and rich colors, while distant mountains are often painted with light wash and soft edges. This effect happens naturally because of the atmosphere between us and distant object. The third principle is color temperature. Warm colors such as yellow, orange, and warm green usually appear closer to the viewers. Cool colors like blue, violet, and gray tend to move far away. That is why distant mountains often have a blurred tone. Using cool colors in the background and warm color in the foreground can create a strong sense of depth. Another important principle is edge control. Objects nearby usually have sharp and more defined edges. Distant objects have soft and less detailed edges. In watercolor, soft edges are easy to create by allowing colors to blend on wet paper. Hard edges can be created by painting on dry paper. Learning when to use soft and hard edges can make a big difference in your landscape. Detail is another useful tool. Many beginners try to paint every leaf, rock, and branch, but in reality, we see fewer details as objects move far away. Save your strongest detail for the foreground and simplify the background. Remember, not every area needs to equal attention. Overlapping shapes can also create depth. When one tree overlaps another, or when a hill partially covers a mountain behind it, the viewer immediately understands which objects are closer. Simple overlap can make a painting feel much more three-dimensional. Leading lines are another effective technique. Roads, river, fences, and pathways can guide the viewer eyes through the painting and create a sense of distance. These lines often become narrow as they move toward the horizon, helping us create perspective. Most important, observe nature carefully. Look at the colors of distant mountain. Notice how details disappear in the distance. Observe how light changes across the landscape. The more we observe, the better we understand how depth works. Creating depth in watercolor is not about adding more details. It is about making thoughtful choice with values, colors, edges, and composition. When we use this tool effectively, our painting begins to breathe. They invite viewers to step inside and experience the scene for themselves. So the next time you paint a landscape, remember to think beyond the object you see. Think about space, atmosphere, and the journey you want to create for the viewers. Because a successful landscape is not just a picture of a place, it is an invention to explore it. Thank you and happy painting.